Hey guys, alright, so it's Surin here, and I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you everybody so much for helping me hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. That's super exciting. I honestly am the worst at uploading on my YouTube channel, but there is still a ton of people who subscribe, who watch my videos. A lot of my videos are summoning videos, but I do want to make other kinds of content. But I wanted to go ahead and do a little something special since we hit 1,000 subs, and I think what I'm going to do today is show you guys my island. I have yet to really show off my island, what units I have, what my rank is, all that kind of stuff, which, you know, spoiler, I'm kind of a pleb, but that's okay. So I figure we'll just jump on over to my island and I'll show you what I got. Let's go. Alright, so here's my island. It's so messy. It's seriously really messy. So first of all, let's go to the Stick of Justice, which is what I call the thing that has your profile image on it. So there's my little profile. It's very spring-like. I'm ready for spring. But honestly, Varad is not the best rep in the whole world. I'd rather use my Beth, but Varad was my first Nat 5, and so I love having him just as my rep because he's a dragon and he's cool. Second, let's go ahead and see, you can see I'm a pleb. So I technically for 1 second have hit C1 in RTA, but then I dropped down before the end of the season. So I am C1 in Arena, F3 in RTA, and then I am in a G1 farming guild currently. Clearing TOA normal and TOA hard, 21, 33, 35. I think I could do a little bit better than that on my speed teams, but I'm kind of trying to focus on RTA runes right now. So focusing on getting faster, you know, dungeon teams doesn't really appeal to me just yet. Also, I don't have BJ5 built, so I'm currently running a slow team, which chat will not let me forget about that I'm still running a slow team, but I'm currently working on BJ5, and you'll see that when we get to my monsters that I am working on it. It's gonna get built, it's gonna be there, you just have to give me a little bit more time. So, everything else is SSS, and that is that. I should have really put away some units. Hold on, give me a second, I'm gonna clean this up, I'll be right back. Alright, yay editing! So, now my island is clean, and you can see, I kind of designed this a couple years ago. I think I designed it a couple years ago. I got on an SMS from Bagel one time, and I was like, this was back when he was doing Island Wars, and I was like, maybe if I make it really pretty, he'll say something about it. He didn't, but that's okay. But yeah, I went for like a tropical theme. So like, I was really into this. I made like a little street. It was like a little like, you know, this is supposed to be like Main Street. You can click everything through in the morning, and you have all your shopping there and everything, and then you come down, and here's like my little power up and summoning area, so I can put my devils away and store and all that kind of stuff. And then this is just kind of where I kind of like, this is Monster Prison right here, and you know, Stick of Justice, and this thing that it won't let us freaking put away. Wait, that's storage. No, it's this thing that does nothing. This does nothing, but we have to not be able to put it away. Let me put you, anyways. So, let's go ahead and jump into my actual units. So, I have to say that I have a lot of projects. I think the #1 issue you're gonna notice with my account is that I have a million projects and nothing really done quite so well. So let's start with the first question anyone ever asks is, what is your fastest Swift unit? So the answer to that is my Bastet. As you can see, that 1 second that I hit C1, I bought myself a pair of wings. So my only wings on my account are on my Bastet, because she is my fastest unit. I think she's Swift broken at the moment. Secondary only to Wusa, who I just got very recently, and he's plus 180 also on Swift because I don't have a very fast Bio set. To put that in context, the fastest Bio set on my account, which is totally broken, is on this Hathor, which is at a 149 or 148. So you can see that my account is very slow. It's very slow. Unfortunately, I'm working on that. I'm running a lot of, I'm kind of balancing between running through Necro to get my Rage runes for my BJ5 team to get built, and then wanting to run Dragons for the Vile runes, and then wanting to run Giants for Swift speed. Because God, there's never enough Swift speed on anything I build. So, first of all, like I said, Varad was my first Nat 5. He's my boy. He used to have 1800 defense, and then somebody told me, why is he not Vio Will and fast? And so then he became a Vio Will fast boy. So that's my Varad. Another thing I'd like to point out here, a lot of people ask me about my Sabrina, my Talia, and my Shayna. The most important thing for me on these twins is that I have them attack or damage attack, no speed on them really, and their shield. Their shield because they go through Necro, and because since they are kind of lacking in a little bit of damage, they're not crazy, they need that shield set to get through Necro, but it also kind of helps them everywhere I run them. So I use this for, which is kind of falling out of meta, but the Garo, Susano, Orion siege defense, these clean up really well, especially, you use Sabrina, Talia, Triana. That works really well, and these are the twins that work the best for that, because when the Susano starts to target the twins, it breaks the shield, almost kills somebody, and then Triana can come through and clean it up. So I find the shield to be one of the most important things about my twins. Alright, so just to go through some Nat 5s, you have Shiho and Annabelle and Wusa like you saw. I did just get Barbara. Barbara was my Transcendent Scroll from this past Christmas, so that was super exciting to get a kitty girl. I had her ruined, but then I gave her runes over to Rocky when Rocky got her buff. They're not as good, let me be real, they're not great runes, but they didn't work so well on my Rocky. I'd probably end up putting them on next free rune removal back on Barbara and see if that can work out a little bit better. I do have an interesting combo of, I'll say this, I have a lot of PvP units, a lot of them, and PvP is the hardest thing in the game for me to, one, get good at because my runes are lacking, two, it's the hardest thing for me to wrap my head around. I'm constantly picking bad, I'm constantly targeting poorly, and since I don't have the benefit of just outspeeding everyone, I really need to be playing smarter than I am, so I have a lot of room to grow, I'll say it that way. Christina is my bae. If you have not seen my Christina video, I have made her considerably better since then. She's finally a little bit fast, so she's plus 92, 1500 attack, plus 1500 attack, 74 crit rate, 217 defense, crit damage. I love her so much. I love her so much. The problem is people are picking her because Sean B went out there and made a video proving that Christina wasn't a waste of time, and now people target her. Okay, people are targeting her mostly because I'm picking her where she's like the damage dealer, but they also, I think it has a little bit to do with Sean B. So there's that. I did also get him Mephisto. That is my first demon, and he's okay. There's my Ganny. So you can see I have Ganny Hathor. I can tell you I have never Ganny Hathored anyone because this Ganny has terrible runes that I've only used in TOA, and yeah, shame on me. Definitely shame on me. You're definitely you're gonna notice the Laura, and you're gonna notice the Han. So you're gonna sit here and you're gonna say, hey, does an LD Nat 5 guarantee you at least Conqueror? Conqueror, yes. No, it doesn't. It does not guarantee you anything. Not with these runes. Anyways, these are all placeholder runes. Both of them, I tried something weird on Laura. I tried to make her Despair Will just to see maybe that would do something. The theory is she, on her third skill now that she strips, I figured she strips everybody, she stuns them with a chance. So strip stun sounds gorgeous with an AoE. However, she's too slow. She was too slow with the runes that I had, so I tried to make her a turn 2. I figured I'd put Will on her, it would be fine, they would go once, then she would strip stun. If they had Will on them, it wouldn't have to be as much of a guarantee of the strip. You could Despair as a backup. In practice, that does not work. So my LD luck has been kind of good, and then you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna say, why are you such a pleb? But you have so much stuff. I have too much stuff. So, Laura, Han, I have Tableau, Iris, Akaris, Frigate, Sige, Leebly. I have a Dover in storage, and I also have 2 Omduats. So, oh, look, my new boy Daphnis. So, if you can't tell, I played this game as a summoning simulator for the first, I'd say 4 years of playing. And if you think about that in terms of how long I've been playing, right? I'm at 1,787 days, and the first 4 years is a considerable chunk of that time. So I am just now trying to get better at PvP content, and The rest of it I think is okay. The rest of my content I do think is okay. But if you want any more proof that I have a problem, I got a second Hathor in storage. That's where this is where my unfortunate Oki Triton situation's happening, where I don't have fast enough runes to go on them. Samath still sitting in storage. Helena's in storage, never touched. Ophelia, is threat state actually any better? Can somebody tell me in the comments if it is? I got a Kumar in there. I have 2 Bets. I have Eladriel, Ariel, double Velajules, a Leica in there. I have all the monkeys. I still can't use him. I still haven't effectively used him. Do you see what I mean with there's this disappointment. And then you're gonna say, Surin, why do you have 4 Katarinas? Well, famously, I summoned 3 of them. I fused 1 of them. So, back in the day when you could summon fusion units, I got 1. Sure, why not? Okay. About a month and a half, 2 months later, I summoned another one. Okay, that's kind of weird. Then, 4 days later to 6 days later, it was literally within a week, I summoned a 4th one. Then I uninstalled the game, and I took 8 hours off, and I reinstalled the game and I came back. Because I was that pissed off at it. But yeah, you get over those things, but I'm never feeding them, they're just gonna stay there. I don't know if you can see it, I got my Katarina figure right there to keep me company now, so I technically have 5 Katarinas, and that's that. But you can see in my storage, I still do have 2 of all the twins built, except for Zenobia and Maruna. I'm good with only 1 Maruna. And then you see my problem. This is what outs me. Hey look, there's the Dover. Yeah. This is what outs me as having a problem with summoning. Hey, do you see my 8 Skogels? Anybody need a Skogel? I'll give you one. Somebody get me a Tiana. I need a Tiana, I'll trade you a Skogel. 4 Skogels. 7 Skogels if you feel like it. So yeah. So I don't want to drag on too long because I know this is already going to be kind of long, and I don't know if anyone really cares where my account is. But I can tell you this, I am trying super hard to get better at PvP. That is my main focus right now. And I really hope that, being pleb isn't my permanent experience with Summoners War. So we'll definitely be trying harder in next season. And I gotta be real, I'm very excited to see these changes that they're gonna do with RTA. I think that the whole thing with being able to have 2 sets of runes is going to be game changing for players like me, because I have the biggest problem of having so many units but not enough runes. So if I could take, like for example, if I could take the Bastet runes and put them on a booster, a booster that isn't going to be like, I'm trying to avoid looking like I'm cleaving every time, because I'm technically not cleaving every time, but because Bastet's my fastest unit, I pick it, and then they say, oh, I have to anti-cleave or I have to counter-cleave with a faster cleave team than mine are, because all of my units aren't as fast as this, then I end up in this situation where I'm dead in the water from picks. So this is the kind of thing I'm thinking about is, well, now I can put those runes on anybody. Now anything could have plus 182 speed, and it could just like come out of nowhere, and I don't have to feel bad for nerfing my Bastet, which I use in Guild War and Guild Siege and Labyrinth and Tartarus. I use that everywhere. So I really don't want to sacrifice all the other content for RTA. So I think this change is going to be huge. I hope it's as impressive as I think it is. It may not be as impactful, and it may be just as hard because everybody else is going to be doing the same thing, which is taking their best unit, their best runes, and putting it on the right units now. So it may be just as hard, but it may be more fun. So I'm definitely happy about that. I'm looking forward to it so much. Alright guys, so thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me on my island, looking around, seeing what I've got, and I don't know, what I'm kind of, looking forward to changing with my account in the future. So if you have any questions whatsoever, if it's about a dungeon team, if it's about a Second Awakening team, anything like that, please go ahead and let me know in the comments. Also, please like and subscribe because I'd like to be able to keep making more YouTube content moving forward. Also, I will try to upload more. I'm very sorry about that. I'm kind of terrible at it, but here's hoping that for lots more YouTube content this coming year in 2020, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!